One of the things that makes ecology so hard is that it's so implicitly variable. I often think of it as the science of variability rather than anything else. When you're doing an experiment to try to work something out, which is sort of more of a landscape scale field assessment, you need to, like any experiment, try to control for so many different factors.
There's going to be snakes in here, but we may or may not see them. So just maybe following us on the way into the site, and I'll be keeping an eye out.
To be able to identify or show any trends, you're going to have to really focus on one attribute or one thing, whether that be fire intensity, fire season, fire frequency, responses on plants or animals or anything like that.
So we are studying the effect of timing of fire. We have classified the forest areas which were burned earlier in the fire season in the 2019-20 Black Summer Bushfires, and in the late 2019-20 Black Summer Bushfires.
So I guess in terms of how fieldwork influences our knowledge, I think it's more about lots of little pieces of a big jigsaw puzzle.
This is relatively good for burnt bush from that year, but this is also just really bad. The shrubs are so congested. What we're standing in is actually a really high risk fuel load because everything's really well vertically connected, so it makes it really dangerous for then more extreme fire. You kind of step into this feedback loop of more extreme fire makes more extreme fire.
Unfortunately, even though there's a lot of uncertainty about sort of climate predictions and how they're going to influence fire in the future, given things like climate change, it seems like things like the 2019-2020 fires are going to become something that is at least not uncommon in the future. So again, that's another challenge for management, is how do you manage landscapes given the fact that there's a high likelihood that you might get another season like that once every 10, 20, 30 years.
My research is all about looking into whether forests will continue to grow in the futures or not. What's the future of forests in this changing fire regime?